If I ignore it, I'm controlling in the upper left. If I take medication, I'm trying to control in the upper right. Does everybody see that difference? As the controller, do you care whether it's upper left or upper right?
Just want to feel good.
As long as it works, that's all I care about. All right? Good. What else do you try to control?
Thoughts.
What?
Thoughts.
The odds?
Thoughts.
Oh, thoughts. Okay.
The
odds.
odds.
I try to control the odds. Probabilities, odds, you name it. The game, the gamble. All right. So I try to control her thoughts. That's upper left, right? Good. What else do you try to control?
I want to control the people's perceptions of me.
Ooh, God! Now we're getting into what's called the integral. What's it called? The math. The integral.
Oh, the calculus.
The integral calculus. So I want to control their interior perception of me. Do you see how complicated that perspective just got?
Yeah, P times P times G.
Yeah, exactly. So in my interior, I actually want to control, in second person, actually his first person experience of my third person exterior. That's all we're going to do on that. I just got really... We're not going to do that. I just want to show you.
My mind went.
These guys are crazy. But basically, it's true, right? I want to control other people's perceptions of me, for sure.
And I know that I can't.
And I can't, but I try. Yeah, so give us an example of something you do so that other people think of you the way you want them to.
Acting in a manner that isn't part of the self to portray something that I, as the controller, think will be perceived by someone else.
Give us a really juicy, concrete example that Tom does that's inauthentic.
Hey Diane, I really know a lot about integral, and let's get me really involved here, so my voice can be heard, and people will be like, oh, Tom knows a lot about integral.
Are you guys impressed with Tom's understanding?
No, we see right here.
That is such a mensch. Okay, excellent example. All right, good. What else? What else do you try to control?
Family relationships.
Family relationships, absolutely. What else? Let's just go around. Something you
Use
control.
of time.
Use of time.
What I look like.
What I look like. What do you control, Heidi? Heidi's controller.
Well, lately, this is so ridiculous. I realize I'm trying to control my parents who are in Connecticut from falling down. I realize I'm like this. Don't fall down, you guys, because something will break and
Isn't
you'll
that
die.
amazing?
You know. And finally, at a massage, I realized
You've got a hard
I gotta
job.
let that go.
Yeah. Listen, I just want a moment of empathy for you as the controller. Are you working hard?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, 24/7. 24/7, absolutely. Are you tired? Yeah, how's it going, by the way? Are you able to do it as the controller? Not exactly.
Not often.
No, not often. What do you control? Let's just hear from everybody really quickly.
Decisions in my organization.
Decisions in the organization. Good, so that's a kind of lower left and right. John?
My government, by voting and writing angry letters and cursing them.
Excellent. How about you? Pam's
Him?
control.
I try to
Control him. Second person.
Wow.
How does it go? It's really frustrating.
Exhausting, right?
It's exhausting. It's impossible.
Impossible.
The animals, the wild animals, whether they run in front of my car or not.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Another one. This way.
I want to control. It's weird because just recently I let go of control of something, which was working my personal program of recovery. So I'm having a really hard time, like, trying to find another thing that I'm trying to control.
Okay, so as the controller, some other part of the self just required me to let go of control. And what I'm noticing is that it's making me like waver, and I need an object. I want something to control. So I wish Tom would give me something because I really need it. Okay? Good.
My relationship to my environment.
Yeah.
To the stuff around me.
Yeah, absolutely. I spend all my time just trying to keep my goddamn house clean.
Yeah.
It drives me insane. It's never orderly enough. Go ahead.
Other people.
Other people, big category.
My personal impact on the global climate.
Yeah, good. Your footprint. Yep.
noticing lately trying to control what my heart loves.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
There's
Yeah.
things that it can love and there's things that it are forbidden to
Right. What
find
his heart
enjoyment in.
loves. Yeah. Did his heart invite you into that role?
His heart. Same,
Yeah.
Same one?
Yeah. Well, we're putting the self into, you know, that you work for him, and so his heart, that you're controlling things for his heart. And I'm curious whether his heart asked you to do that job.
No, it seems like more kind of a survival, like it was just necessary.
It was just necessary
to
for you to
divide,
start doing it.
divide things that I love and that I don't love.
I got you. Okay.
Told to do that. That's
Yeah.
how life is.
All right.
You can't
Okay.
love everything.
You can't love everything. As the controller, that's your belief. You can't
Right,
love everything.
right. Well, as children, you get in trouble loving
Uh-huh.
everything.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. All right, we're going to go to, I'm going to come back to, remind me to come back to this question from another perspective. It'll be interesting. Yeah, Aaron's controller. What do you control?
Other people's feelings and actions,
It's hard, huh? It's a lot of work.
especially my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, controlling other people's values. You know, you really should recycle and, you know, that kind of thing, except put them on a guilt trip for not recycling.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and also, lately I'm finding I'm trying to control distractions in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the phone ringing and don't bug me and stop calling me. I'm trying to stay on a schedule, and so I'm trying to control distractions.
Well, as the controller, actually, you have a very powerful relationship to mindfulness. You know, like control and mindfulness are very close to each other. Does that make sense? That word I'm using, mindfulness, that just being aware of how where your attention is in what moment, and trying to really stay attentive and lower the amount of distractions. That's an important function. As control, you also have a strong relationship to discipline, right? So it's like, what's control, what's discipline, what's mindfulness? These are all important categories. Yeah, what do you control?
I'm definitely trying to control other people.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, for sure.
Try to control my patients and their actions.
Like
What about
flossing.
you?
That's gotta be frustrating.
I can vouch for that.
It's true. How I react to the world.
How he does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
How do you want him to?
Calm,
Calm,
collected,
cool.
all the time.
Yeah, gotcha.
Comfortable in any situation.
Very good, very good. Just, yeah, not provoked.
Never
Very
anxious.
good. All right, so
I forgot.
who did I forget?
See, I'm the
I know I
controller.
started. Yeah, good.
I start good. I try to control my parents'
What about
family
you?
relationships.
My schedule.
Your schedule? Yeah, good. All right, so here's a question. If I want to speak to other voices or other dimensions of the self, do I need your permission?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. I thought so. Just a hunch. So, I'd like to speak to another voice, if it's okay with you. I'd like to speak to the voice of a skeptic, please. All right, who am I speaking to?
Skeptic.
Okay, so what's your job? This gets very loud. What's your job?
Doubt.
To be skeptical, to doubt. Good.
Question.
Question. Good.
Protect.
To protect, you have a protective function. Protect the self. What would happen if you weren't, as the skeptic, if you weren't protecting the self?
You could be hurt.
Yeah, she could be.
She could be hurt.
Yeah. And how might she be hurt?
How much you'd be hurt?
Yeah, if you weren't doing your job.
By trusting somebody that betrayed me in some way.
Yeah, exactly.
Betrayed her.
And has she ever had that experience? That you didn't quite do your job?
Yes.
Or she didn't listen to you, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you have a strong role, an important role, right? Yeah. As the skeptic, of the three main perspectives we've been talking about, which of the three do you inhabit? First, second, or third person?
Third.
Third. Third. In other words, you are a very, very serious witness, right? You can't, as a skeptic, you can't get involved because what'll happen?
It's subjective.
It'll become subjective. You
Yeah,
won't
the
see
authority.
clearly what's going on, right? Yeah, so what are some of the things that you're skeptical of, that you have questions about, that you are